What's up, guys? Zooler Official here today with the MIP review by WowWee. Now this product is pretty cool. It is a sensor robot, so that means that if it runs into any obstacles or your hand, for instance, it will sense the object and stop or move accordingly. So we find this robot to be pretty cool, and we're going to, of course, show you guys how the robot works and what we think about MIP. So right here, as you can see, we have MIP. It does come in white and or black. Now he is off, so he won't be able to stand up on his own, so I will need to support him. So as you can see, he has two wheels, and what's really cool about this robot is that it self-balances. And what that means is that, as you can see right now, because it's off, if I don't hold him, he will fall over. So when you turn him on, he will be able to balance himself. Now right here we also have movable arms on MIP, and he has a tray which you can use to attach onto MIP. And once you attach this tray on, what's really cool is that you can place objects on this tray and MIP will be able to sense the weight and he will be able to balance himself out. So very, very cool stuff. Of course, we will get into more detail about it, but as you can see there, you have MIP, and over here we have a quick start guide and the user manuals. Now you'll notice that there are 3 booklets. They are in different languages. So the first booklet on top is, of course, in English, because that is the booklet that I will be using. So as you can see, here is everything that comes with the set. So one of the last features or items that you receive with MIP is a stand. So as you can see, MIP is turned off right now, yet he is still standing up. Now the reason for that is because MIP comes with a stand, like I mentioned earlier, and this stand is located on the back of MIP. This little plastic piece that is angled downward so that when MIP is off, you do not need to hang him up or place him on another object to keep him standing. This way, with this stand, you can leave it on MIP while he is off, and you can just place him on a shelf or somewhere where you can decorate him to maybe just show off to your friends. Hey, look, I have a MIP right here, and even though he is not on, he can still show off and stand there with the plastic stand that comes with the set. So right here, I just wanted to show you MIP balancing himself. Very cool stuff. So as you can see, he is rocking back and forth. That's basically how he keeps himself up, and it's very, very cool. The sensors on MIP are right on his head, and as you can see right now, I have the tray out. So I'm going to take that lens cap, or the lens cap for our camera. It's a pretty lightweight, so we can put it right on the tray. So as you can see, he has to adjust himself, and obviously MIP will be able to balance himself out when you put other objects on, but you don't want to throw bricks or rocks or anything that's just way too heavy for even you to carry on MIP, because he won't be able to carry it. Make sure it's a reasonable object, because if you overdo it, you could really hurt MIP and you could damage the robot, so you obviously don't want to do that. So now I'm going to take off the tray so that you guys can see it. And as you can see, when I pulled up MIP, he made a sound effect. He was upset that he was picked up there. So let me just put him down. So as you can tell, he can feel that he is now on the ground, so he is rocking back and forth. And you can see right here we have some lights. Very, very cool stuff. So there you have it. That is MIP balancing himself. And now we'll move on to actually showing you the sensors on MIP. So right here we have our MIP turned on, and we're going to demonstrate to you all how the sensors work. So you want to take your hand right here, and what we're going to do first is we're going to tell MIP to go forward and to stop. So we've noticed or realized that the best way to get MIP to go forward is place your hand behind his head. Now he doesn't have any sensors back there, but it's easier because how MIP realizes to go forward is your hand, or the hand motion that you're supposed to do is drag your hand forward, just like so. And sometimes when you place your hand in front of MIP, he thinks that you want him to back up. So right here, we have MIP. Place your hand in front of him and drag forward. Place your hand right in front of his eyes. Just place him in front of his eyes and he will stop. That obviously indicates when you have your hand like so, you want him to stop. And next, backing up is very easy. You just push towards Mip, and you'll notice that he backs up. Now, he doesn't back up all the way, or he doesn't keep going all the way, because like I said earlier, he doesn't have sensors on the back of his head. Next, we're going to make Mip turn. Turning is pretty simple, and it's kind of cool. You just drag across Mip, and you'll notice that he turns. Very, very cool stuff. The sensors work beautifully. You just have to make sure that your hand is in the right location. So right now we will be demonstrating how Mip can carry fairly heavy objects. So right here we have this another WowWee product. It's an Electro Kids. Now we don't need to worry about that right now. But as you can see, this box is bigger than Mip. So right here you can tell Mip's head is right here. And the box is still a couple of inches taller than him. So this is a very big object compared to Mip. And we're going to place it on this dish right here. So what you want to do is you want to take your object and place it on Mip and hold it there for a couple of seconds to let him get his balance. Once he has his balance down, you'll notice that he's balancing the object very, very well. And he will maintain this balance as long as you don't touch it or move it around or purposely try to make the object fall. So right here we have our Mip, and he is turned off. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn him on, and we're going to show you how when you turn on your Mip, first of all, you want to pay attention to his belly, because this will light up and the different colors will indicate different settings for Mip. So when you turn him on, he's going to turn a blue color, and that is his default setting. So when you turn the wheels on Mip, you'll notice that the belly will turn a different color. So let's go back to the default setting, and then going on through the colors, we have pink, which is stacking, white, which is cage, red, which is tricks, yellow, which is roam, turquoise, which is dancing, and orange, which is tracking. So those are all of the settings for Mip. And now what we're going to do is, as you can see, we turned him off, and then we're going to place him back down on the ground, and we're going to change to a different setting and show you how he can command himself through these different settings. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you Mip dancing, because this is probably one of the cooler settings. So we're going to change that turquoise color. There you go. So he is ready to dance, and we're just going to let him balance himself out. And there you have it. As you can see, Mip is dancing to his own beat, which is really, really cool. And he will keep dancing until the song is over. So as you can see, Mip is just turning around, doing his own thing, being cool old Mip. So right here we have our Mip turned off, and what we're going to do now is show you another setting on Mip, and this is the free roam setting. So we're going to turn him on, and we're going to switch over to that free roam setting by turning his wheels. So it's the yellow color. Right here, we're going to put him on the ground, let him balance himself out, and once Mip is balanced out, he will just explore his environment. And as you can see, his IR sensors will indicate any obstacles in the way. And after 3 minutes, Mip will exit this setting. So you can just let him go around and play, because Mip is a very, very playful robot. So as you can see, his sensors are working very, very well. So there you have it. He is trying to free roam and understand his environment. So right now, I will be showing you how you can use a device like your iPad to connect to the Mip through Bluetooth, and you can use or control Mip with your iPad. So first we have the drive setting, which is what I will be showing you. So we're going to click on that check mark, and right here you'll notice a blank screen. What this means is you have your controls. So if I click on the left side of the iPad, you'll notice that we have the forward and backward controls, and if I click on the right side of the iPad, we have our left and right. So looking over at Mip 2, I will be driving him forward, backwards, and then we have left and then right control. So we can make him spin, we can make him drive however we would like, and it's very, very easy to control him. He is very, very responsive. And as you can see, we can make him do whatever kind of tricks we want. And of course, we can place objects onto the tray, and he will balance them, and we will be able to control him while he balances the objects. The next setting on the iPad is cans. Now this is a very, very cool setting. So if we click here, you'll notice that there are different cans out here on the bottom. We can rotate through all of them. And what you can do with these cans is if you pick them up, you can place him, as you can see on the top of the screen, you'll notice there's this blue light. If you place the canisters in the blue light, you can place as many different canisters as you want, just like that. And when he eats all of them, he will begin to play. So you'll notice that different canisters will make Mip act differently. So right here we have the dance feature on Mip. So the dance feature is the third setting, as you can see right here. And what I really like about the dance setting is over here you can tell that you can control Mip like you would normally. So that is extremely cool. So in case you want to create your own types of dance, you can control Mip right on this setting. But my favorite part about the dance feature is down here we have this music icon. If you click on the icon, you go to any song you like, you can pick a song and make your Mip dance along to that song. So let's just pick this song right here, and we're gonna click play, and you'll notice that Mip begins to dance along to the beat of the song, which is really, really cool. He is very in sync, and we find this feature to be probably one of the coolest features that comes with Mip. So the last feature, as you can see right here, is the battle feature. Now you do need other Mips for this feature, but we're going to show you the feature anyways. So right here, you'll notice that we have our screen, and I'm just going to turn off the music as you saw there because it's a bit loud. And once we hit play, you'll notice that you have this Mip screen, and you can move your Mip around just like you would normally, normal controls, just like so. But now you have these lasers. Now, the iPad is not making this noise. Mip is actually making these laser noises. And if you have other Mips around, you can fight them. So, I'm shooting my laser at other imaginary Mips. So there are a couple of other apps that you can use with Mip. So right here we already showed you the original 4, or the first 4 on the iPad screen. But when you slide over, we have a couple more apps that we would like to show you. And right here there's boxing, a path app, and a stacking app. So let's go boxing first. So when you click on this boxing app, you'll notice that we have these boxing gloves, and you can control your Mip. There are directional arrows, and right here we have some sound effects with boxing gloves. So as you can see, when I hit this, it makes noises, or Mip will make some noises. And looking over towards Mip, I'm just going to drive him a little bit closer, and you'll notice that every time I hit those boxing gloves, he will make a boxing sound and rotate at the same time, so you can fight other Mips, which is really, really cool. So next, moving on to the path app right here, all you do is you just draw fun paths for Mip to follow. So Mip will follow this path, and as you can see, he's rotating and he is moving forward. So very, very cool. And he will, of course, continue on this path until the path is over. So now you can see Mip is standing still, and that's because he finished his path. And finally, moving on to the stacking app. Now, this stacking app, you're going to need your tray for this. And basically, all you do is you just put a bunch of objects onto Mip, playing against other players. So if you and your friend both have a Mip, you can stack up objects to see which Mip is stronger. So there you have it. Those are all of the apps for Mip. So right here, as you can see, Mip works beautifully. Now his batteries were kind of dying, but other than that, his sensors worked great. As you can tell, the hand gestures worked perfectly. The only thing that we found about Mip that was kind of a disappointment is that the hand gestures for moving forward and moving back are kind of the same, so you have to be kind of careful with your hand depending on the direction which you want him to move forward or backward. You just got to watch that a little bit. But other than that, MIP worked really well, and we are really happy to have this product for reviewing. So we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please rate, subscribe, comment, and of course, thank you for watching.